The systematic suppression and demonization of Kemetic knowledge had a devastating impact on generations of descendants by portraying their ancestral traditions as evil, demonic, and satanic. Colonizers and oppressors effectively severed the connection between the people and their rich cultural heritage. This created a profound sense of cultural amnesia, leading to a loss of identity, self-worth, and historical understanding. Generations grew up internalizing negative narratives about their own ancestry, leading to self-hate, shame, and a rejection of their own cultural practices. This disconnection from their roots made them more vulnerable to manipulation and control, hindering their ability to reclaim their heritage and build upon the knowledge and wisdom of their ancestors. The erasure of Kemetic spiritual systems, scientific advancements, and societal structures created a void, leaving descendants searching for meaning and belonging elsewhere, often adopting foreign belief systems and practices that further alienated them from their true origins. The psychological and emotional scars of this cultural theft continue to impact communities today, hindering their ability to fully embrace their heritage and reclaim their stolen legacy. The impact this information impacted generations of Kemetic ancestors passed on the false and deceptive information that was crafted and handed down generation after generation. For instance, all that was Kemetic was handed down and taught that it was evil and wicked and to have nothing to do with it, saying that it was demonic and satanic, anything that had to do with Kemetic knowledge. The suppression of Kemetic knowledge wasn't simply about stealing artifacts. It was a calculated strategy to dismantle a civilization by attacking its very foundation, its cultural and spiritual identity. This erasure had profound and multifaceted consequences for generations of Kemetic descendants. Spiritual disconnection. The demonization of Kemetic spirituality as demonic or satanic forced people to abandon their ancestral practices and beliefs. This created a spiritual void, leaving individuals feeling disconnected from their ancestors and the divine. It also made them vulnerable to adopting foreign religions that often served the interests of the colonizers, further eroding their cultural identity. The loss of traditional healing practices and spiritual guidance also had detrimental effects on the overall well-being of the community. Psychological impact, internalizing the negative narrative about their own heritage, led to a deep sense of shame and self-hate. Generations grew up believing their ancestors were practitioners of evil, impacting their self-esteem and sense of belonging. This internalized oppression created psychological barriers that continue to hinder personal growth and communal healing. Loss of historical narrative. By controlling the historical narrative, oppressors were able to rewrite history, presenting a distorted and incomplete picture of Kemetic civilization. This robbed descendants of their true history, replacing it with a fabricated version that diminished their achievements and contributions to human civilization. This loss of historical understanding made it difficult to appreciate their ancestral legacy and draw inspiration from its rich intellectual and cultural heritage. Social disruption. The destruction of Kemetic social structures and governance systems created chaos and instability. Traditional leadership roles were undermined, leaving communities vulnerable to exploitation and manipulation. The loss of these established systems further contributed to the fragmentation of families and communities. Economic exploitation. The theft of Kemetic knowledge and resources facilitated economic exploitation. By denying descendants access to their own intellectual and material wealth, colonizers were able to enrich themselves while simultaneously impoverishing the rightful inheritors of this legacy. This economic disparity continues to impact communities today. The long-term effects of this cultural theft are still felt today. The struggle to reclaim and restore this stolen legacy is a vital part of the ongoing fight for social justice and cultural liberation. Reconnecting with their true history and heritage is essential for healing, empowerment, and the restoration of cultural pride for future generations. We were taught that whatever was a Kemetic practice or any aspect of Kemeticism was evil and to refrain from it at all costs. It truly breaks my heart how the long lineage of our ancestors were so maliciously deceived and misled for centuries. This information has been researched, compiled, and brought to you by Sharri Plaza.